back to my channel. The end of May is here, so you already know what this is. It is time to set up our bullet journals ready for the first month of the summer 2021. I'm starting my summer vacation in a week, which I'm really excited about, so in my June setup I really wanted to do something fresh and summery, so that is how I ended up picking watermelons for my June bullet journal theme. Also, one of the reasons why I decided to do watermelons was that after last month's setup, I really needed to do something a bit more simple, and I wanted to pick drawings that would be fast to do but still would look cute, which you know is my style basically every month. I started these watermelon slices by drawing some dark green semicircles and arcs, and then next to those I drew this lighter green watermelon layer. I colored most of my watermelons pink, but then I realized that this theme could look even more fun if I'd color some of them yellow and even used one almost like peachy color brush pen. I'm not sure if you can really see the difference between those colors on camera though. I added some details like seeds and also used a white gel pen to highlight some parts, and yeah, that was pretty much it. On the next page we have my calendar page, which is going to be a pretty basic 2-page calendar layout. I decided to make this a bit more minimalistic by only doing the horizontal lines for the calendar. I used the lighter green Crayola Supertips marker and the pink Tombow brush pen for those calendar lines, and for the days I used my stamps that you see me use all the time. I was feeling a bit lazy with decorating this page, and I happened to find this watermelon washi tape, which was just perfect, so I just used that to decorate this page and a lot of other pages in this setup as well. We are moving on to my June goals. I've done these monthly goals pages this year in different forms, I think almost every month, and I really find these pages so useful and helpful for setting and achieving smaller goals during the month. This particular layout is my current favorite. I have these lines for all the goals that I'm going to achieve, and then some space to do a little drawing for each achieved goal. Doing those little drawings isn't necessary though, but I feel like those are like mini prizes and reminders of my achievements. Next to this page I have my habit tracker. Nowadays I usually track 6 main habits that are eating healthy, not eating sweets, being active, sleeping well, cleaning, and journaling. Sometimes in my weekly spreads I also have some extra habits that I track, but these 6 are the ones that I want to focus on monthly. These 2 pages were feeling pretty simple and a bit boring even, so I drew more of those juicy watermelon slices in these fun, bright colors. On this next page, I'm doing my productivity tracker. In my last few setups, I've done these productivity trackers so that I've drawn something related to that month's theme and then colored those in depending on my productivity level that day. This time I used this tracker sticker and drew some watermelons like flying behind it. By the way, this sticker is from my Etsy shop, which I had to close this spring because there was some unacceptable delays in shipping, and I just felt like although it wasn't my fault or anything, it still was my shop and my product, so I just decided to close it for a while. And I'm obviously hoping to get it going again in the future, but for now I think it's the best to just wait for things to get back to normal. Next to my productivity tracker, I have my sleep log, and since my productivity depends a lot on how I sleep, I like to keep these trackers next to each other. The sleep log is again one of those more simple and maybe boring spreads in my setups, but still really useful for me, and in the end of the day, I bullet journal for myself, so yeah, I find it helpful. And talking about boring spreads, these monthly memories must be one of the fastest spreads to create, but still one of my favorites, in the end of the month at least. So this is just basically a calendar spread for all the memories from that month. We have arrived to the last spread of this setup, which is my first weekly spread for June. This next month is, by the way, the last month that I'm able to fit in this current notebook. So in June I'm going to be creating a brand new setup for the second half of 2021. I'm already feeling excited for the fresh start, even though it's not even June yet. But anyways, I'm going to start filming that setup in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that one. I think I'll be uploading it somewhere in the middle of June. But back to this setup. For this weekly spread, I decided to do one of my go-to layouts with separate sidebars for weekly events and tasks. I decorated this page with some watermelons, and that finishes this fun, colorful setup for June. And here you can see the final flip through of my bullet journal setup. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!